It's possible inside of SmartSuite to get very granular about permissions. You might already know that we can adjust permissions at the solution and app level. But if you want to get even more specific, inside of your application, you can turn off permissions for specific team members. So if learning about this is of interest, stick around and let's get into it. When utilizing permissions inside of SmartSuite, it is one of the most granular permission tools out there today. So in this particular training, we're going to be drilling into how you can get really specific at the field level and turn on or off permissions for your various team members. So first, of course, we have to be inside of a solution and an application. Here I am inside of my sales CRM and inside of my contacts app. Now remember that we have permission levels at the solution and app level. So if we want to access those, we can click up here at the solution level, look at permissions, and we can see who has access to this particular setup. Additionally, we can go back at the application level and drill in similarly. So here again, I can drill into permissions and take a look at what's happening here. So we have currently all permissions at the app level are inherited from the solution, and flipping back to the solution permissions, we see that two folks have solution manager access right here. So let's imagine that I wanted to add somebody new to this particular solution. I could come in and include someone on the team by finding them from the list here. Maybe I want to pick on Emma at SmartSuite. I'll include her here and give her some limited access to this particular application and solution. So I'll say give her commenter access. Let's add her here. And then, of course, at the application level, we can further reduce her permissions if we so choose by saying either we are going to override the solution permissions or allow her to inherit the same permissions from the solution. So at this point, Emma can see everything inside of this solution, including all of the applications. If I had some information in this particular application, maybe the phone number that I don't want Emma to have access to, we can go ahead and drill on down into that particular field. I'll scroll down to the Edit Field Permissions. And here you'll see that we have a listing of who can view the field as well as who can edit the field. So if I want to turn this off for somebody, you'll see that currently by default, everyone can see this particular field. I can say everyone except and then select members from the list. I can say selected members or teams can see this, or I can say that nobody except for solution managers can see this particular field. Let's go ahead and just drill into everyone except. And so I can now bring our active team members who have access to this particular solution and application, in this case, turning those permissions off for Emma at SmartSuite. So she will no longer be able to see just this particular field while having access to everything else in the solution and apps that are associated with this solution. So at this level, I can also then drill down and say who can edit this field. So maybe I get a little bit more granular. I want people to be able to see the field, but not be able to actually change the data in that field. So I have another layer of permissions right here, following the same four rules, either everyone, everyone except, selected members or teams, and then lastly, nobody can edit. If you have any questions about what we covered in this training, please ask them below in the comments section of this video. And until then, we'll see you in the next training.